I know you guys saw the news. You saw my YouTube short, or if you haven't, I talked about this a couple days ago. But I got Troutaroo here. What's up, Trout?
Yo, what's up?
Man, we got to talk about Sasha Banks, man. It is being reported that she will become full-blown free agent January 1st, and that's why she's going to be wrestling in New Japan. And she's pretty much doing so many other things with modeling, shows, and movies from what I've read. And she has no real interest in returning to WWE anytime soon. Now, let me tell you this, Trout. This is, and guys, I don't know his answer yet. I waited to hit record to talk about this, to kind of react to see how he feels about it. But you know, the reason why they had a fallout, WWE and Sasha Banks, wasn't just because of creative and what they were doing with her character. They were renegotiating her contract, and she actually made a demand to be paid around the same as Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Do you think Sasha Banks has that kind of star power in terms of wrestling? You know, she's in The Mandalorian and she's putting her name out there. I know that she has like almost 3 million followers on social media and all that. So she's definitely popular. But do you think like her ability in WWE, do you think it's worth Charlotte and Becky money?
I would say, well, my honest opinion, I would say yes, but her attitude is what causes not to happen.
Yeah, all right. You know what?
Like, I
That's
think she's good in the ring and stuff, but her attitude and the way
she
she
carries
thinks,
it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the business is always a tough the wrestling business is a tough environment, right? Because you want to look good and you also want to help your peers for the most
Mm-hmm.
part. It takes two to tangle. You can't be a star just by yourself. You need good partners and you need good nemesis and rivalries for it to work and ultimately catapult yourself as a person in the industry. So
Mm-hmm.
she's taking the ball home and running with it, dude. Because now what happens to Naomi? You know,
Yeah.
Naomi's getting left behind. She doesn't really have that kind of star power that Sasha has. And I do agree with what
No,
you
not at
said.
all.
Yeah, exactly. And I do agree with what you said. Sasha Banks is definitely worth dollar for dollar within that range. But her making that demand right now, considering where she was at in terms of popularity, like now she's more popular than ever. Let's be honest. You know that fans and diehard fans love when people leave and they come back. So
Yeah.
her stock is at an all-time high right now. She's worth that money right now because the day she shows up at any wrestling event, the crowd is going to explode. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Eric Bischoff said it best: controversy creates cash, and that's what she's doing right now.
Be
Her
like a Royal Rumble moment.
exactly, bro. Her brand is bigger than it's been, in my opinion, from what I've seen, and that's crazy. That some people are saying, "Oh, WWE stupid. How are they not going to pay her?" And look, I'm not saying she's not worth it, but what Trout said is true. Her attitude, and she is known to have issues with, you know, people backstage and creative, and she's hard to deal with. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going based on what I've read. We don't know her personally. We don't have any inside information. We're not talking as diehard fans or like haters either, for that matter. I want
Hater,
every.
hater.
I try to be honest. These men and women put their body on the line for our entertainment, and
Mhm.
they deserve to get compensated.
Risk
Injury,
injuries and all
yeah,
kinds of stuff.
exactly. So it's not that I don't want her to get compensated. I just think that it's crazy to be like, oh yeah, what you're doing with my character is hot garbage. I'm not gonna wrestle unless you put me in a prominent role. Oh, and by the way, I want to get paid more. Like, I feel like the timing is a bit off, but
Yeah. I mean, she has a talent in ring to be
for sure,
paid like that though. But
she's a beast. For sure, she's a beast. She's actually one of my top women in the
but again,
industry.
I think her attitude is what derails that, and the way she goes about stuff like that. But
She's no John Cena, which we just talked about him in our recent video. She's no John Cena. John Cena
no.
was always, someone that tried to make himself easy to work with, from what we've read. and that's true star
He's
power right
always a
there.
team player too.
Exactly, exactly. That's true star power. It's not just about having the ability. There's so many different people in the industry that have the ability, and they just don't have that superstar level mentality. And it's not that Sasha Banks doesn't have that mentality for herself, because she does, but it's the way that, you know, how is she really helping the women by doing this? You get me? And that's what it
Hmm.
started as, and now it's ending up as Naomi's getting left behind. So I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, my hot take in all of this is get your money, boo boo. If WWE ain't paying you, go get it elsewhere and be happy.
Yeah, foo foo.
Exactly. You only live once, man. You only live once.
Yeah.
That's just the way like that's the way a cookie crumbles. As much of a fan as much as I would love to have her in WWE, go get your money. If they're not giving you your money, do what Cody Rhodes did. Bet on yourself. Get that paper elsewhere, and eventually WWE's gonna come knocking at your door. It's gonna be up to you to decide whether you want to come back or not. So
Hmm.
would you be happy to see her return in the future though?
Yeah, I would. I would.
Me too. Me too for sure. So hit us up in the comment section. How do you feel about Sasha Banks? Let us know down below. Peace.